Sneakers have always been a symbol of culture, but when hip-hop entered the game, the sneaker world changed forever. What started out as just product placement in music videos eventually evolved into multi-million dollar collaborations that defined hype culture as we know it today. Over the years, there's been tons of rap collab sneakers released. Last week, we discussed the top 10 worst iterations of this trend. So today, we'll take a look at the other side of the coin and discuss 10 of the better looking sneaker collaborations with rappers. I'm Nate the Great from TakeFlight214.com, and this is the top 10 best rap sneakers of all time. But before we get started, please take a second to stop and hit that like button for me. Liking and sharing and commenting on these videos is the only way to get the YouTube algorithms to notice us and help us continue to grow. Also, after the video is over, don't forget to stop by our website and check out the hundreds of art and apparel pieces that we have in stock. There's really something for every fan there. But with all that being said and out of the way, let's dive into this list. Coming in at number 10, the Skepta Air Max 97. The Air Max 97 is a global classic, but in the UK, they love them. So for Nike, reaching out to one of the most popular grime rappers in merry old England was a no-brainer. Inspired by his childhood and his travels to Morocco, the creation was born, featuring, in my opinion, one of the cooler colorways to ever be featured on the 97 silhouette. At number 9, the Reebok Cardi B Club C V2. Considering that I ripped Reebok a new one on the Ugliest video, I felt that it was only right that I acknowledge their later improvements. The Club C was a totally different design direction from all of the stuff that they designed back in the early 2000s. You can clearly see that they had finally hired talented people to design their stuff. The silhouette was groundbreaking, the monotone colorways were appealing, and they really were one of the shoes that I wish were made for men, because if so, I would have bought some for myself. Good job, Reebok, y'all surprised me on this one. Next up at number 8, the J. Cole Puma Dreamer. Over the last few years, Puma noticeably went all out in the design department. They went from being a fledgling brand, barely hanging on in the sneaker wars, to a true contender, all based on their modern, alluring sneaker designs. The Dreamer sneakers came at the height of this new term. Named after one of his hit songs, the Dreamers did a great job at using wild colors, but in a good way. The main colorway of them were basic black, white, or gray, with the wilder colors used sparingly as accents. These were peak performance for Puma, definitely showing others how it's done. Next up at number 7, the Kendrick Lamar Nike Cortez. The good old dope man Nikes have been a sneakerhead staple ever since they first released all those years ago. It's a simple, can't miss design silhouette, and the K-Dot editions took this and upgraded it even further. The colorways were on point, the addition of some of his classic song lyrics and titles added to the feel, and the lace cover was a stroke of genius. Although I personally have never been the biggest fan of Cortez, I did really like these. And as we continue on to number 6, how could I not include the Wu-Tang Nike Dunk High? We did a video covering the history of Wu wear and their impact on streetwear as a whole, and the Killer Bee Dunks only added to the legacy. Dunks have long been some of my favorite Nikes, and these were a part of the reason why. The yellow and black colorway perfectly fit the vibe, and the Wu logo signaled that they were Shaolin certified. Any fan of sneakers is sure to like these. I mean, how could you not? Rolling right along to number 5, the Pharrell Adidas NMD. I got some heat from some of you in the comment section for the top 10 ugliest videos when I included the ice cream sneakers on the list. Some people really liked them. And I mean, sure, some colorways were better than others, but what I felt hurt the shoe the most was the poor design from Reebok. And you'll never be able to change my mind on that. I mean, the design was pretty ass. Well, apparently, Pharrell felt the same way and decided to jump ship to Adidas at the perfect time. Adidas had recently hired a whole new set of designers and embarked on a new aesthetic ethos. Featuring the brand's newly released Boost technology, the minimalist look of the sock shoe type design was picture perfect. With the help of Pharrell, they released several colorways, most of them were hits. These were obviously a far cry from Pharrell's days with Reebok. Rolling into number 4, the Action Bronson New Balance Baklava 990s. There was a time where sneakerheads would ask, why would any rapper want to work with New Balance? But over the last few years, people have come to really appreciate the 990 design. When the collab was first introduced, Bronson was at the height of his popularity. His music was spinning, his foodie show was raking in millions of views. This was the perfect time to launch an endeavor like this. The Baklava 990s did a great job at mixing natural earth tones with more vibrant colors, resulting in some of the best colorways ever offered by the brand. At number 3, the Travis Scott Air Jordan series. Travis Scott collaborations with Jordan Brand and Nike overall took the concept of hype to a whole different level. His drops often came with massive demand, limited supply, and resale values that skyrocketed instantly. His use of unique elements like the reverse swoosh or earthy tones and hidden stash pockets helped set the sneakers apart both in design and mystique. After the success of his brown and mocha colorway palettes, you started seeing a wave of earth tone sneakers from other brands and collaborators. His use of rugged, distressed looks and mixed materials and unexpected details like removable overlays or glow-in-the-dark soles helped spark bolder design trends industry-wide. Travis didn't just drop some cool sneakers, he redefined the blueprint for artist brand collaborations in footwear. He brought storytelling, hype, and cultural crossover in one package that reshaped how sneakers are marketed and consumed. His influence is still rippling through the game to this very day. Number 2 brings us to the famous MF Doom Nike Dunk High. The MF Doom Nike SBs, released in 2007, is one of the most iconic and culturally significant sneakers in the Nike SB lineup. While it didn't shake up the game with mainstream impact like the Travis Scott collab, its legacy runs deep in the sneakerhead and hip-hop circles. The MF Doom Dunks weren't just sneakers, they were a tribute to an underground legend. Doom was known for his masked persona, dense wordplay, and raw and gritty style, and the shoes reflected this perfectly. The Dunk paid homage in a way that felt authentic, not just a commercial money grab, which is very rare. Today, a pair of Doom Dunks in good condition can bring in $1,500 to $3,000 depending on the size and condition. They're highly sought after, especially since Doom passed away in 2020, which added another layer to the legacy of the shoe. Finally, at number 1, of course, the Yeezy series. Ever since Kanye joined the Adidas, the Yeezy sneakers have been controversial for some and the best thing on rubber for others. But either way, one thing that's undeniable is that Yeezy legacy in the sneaker industry is monumental. Not just because of the sales or the hype, but because it fundamentally changed how sneakers are designed, marketed, and consumed. Kanye West's Yeezy line reshaped the landscape in ways that are still echoing through the industry today. Before Yeezy, most artists were collaborators. With Yeezy, Kanye became a creative force in his own right. They were a major driver in the rise of sneaker resale culture and platforms like StockX, GOAT, and Stadium Goods. The Nike Air Yeezys were iconic alone. And once he transitioned over to Adidas, they transformed what we even think sneakers should look like. The Yeezy Boost 350 in particular pushed the sneaker world towards athleisure and lifestyle comfort as a priority. Even Jordan started going the same route post-Yeezy boom. Although these days Kanye has crashed all the way out and set flames to everything that he once built, it still doesn't take away from the fact that when he was on, he was really on. But what do you think? Do you agree with the placement? Would you add or remove anything? Hit us up in the comment section and weigh in. And if you enjoy videos like this and you enjoy this one, then we hope you already hit the like button. Liking and sharing and commenting on all of these videos is the best way to get the YouTube algorithms to continue to notice us and help us continue to grow. And if you want to be updated whenever we drop a new episode, which we do twice a week, one on Thursday and one on Sunday, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and then the notification bell. That way you can be reminded when each new video is released. But with all that being said, I'm Nate the Great from TakeFlight214.com signing out until next time. Peace.